everyone, today I'm going to show you how to crochet a classic granny square. I'm using two colors, but of course you can build them as large as you want to, and you can use as many colors as you like. I'm going to keep this one simple, as I said, with just doing two colors, and materials that I'm using are listed in the description below. Also, it really doesn't matter what yarn that you're using with granny squares. It's a great way to use up what you have in your stash. I'm using some yarn that I have left over from previous projects, scissors, a 5mm crochet hook, and a tapestry needle. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to begin by making our starting loop. You're just going to wrap the yarn around your finger, cross it over itself, pick up a little bit of the bottom piece and push a little bit of the top piece through and give that a pull to form your loop and put it onto your hook. We're going to make a chain of 5. So yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook, and you're just going to do that until you get to 5. So for me this is 3, 4, and 5. We're going to connect our last chain to the first chain with a slip stitch to form a ring. So push your hook into that very first chain, yarn over, and pull right through the loops on your hook to slip stitch and close the ring. We're going to be working right into the middle of the ring and working around. So chain 3, which is going to count as a double crochet stitch. And we're going to work a double crochet, yarn over, push your hook into the middle of the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop. You've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. And we're going to work another double crochet also into the middle of the ring. And because that chain 3 counts as a double crochet, we now have 3 double crochet stitches so far. We're going to chain 1, work another 3 double crochets into the middle of the ring. Now these 3 double crochets that we're working at a time represent the sides of our square, and the chain 1 after we work 3 is the corner. So right now we're working on side number 2 of 4 for our square. So we're going to chain 1, work another 3 double crochet stitches for the third side of our square. Okay, chain 1 and work another 3 double crochet stitches to finish off our square with that 4th side. We're going to chain 1, and then you're going to find the top of the chain 2 the chain 3 from the beginning of your round and slip stitch right into the top of that chain 3 to close the round. So now we've just completed round 1 of our granny square. To get ready to start round 2, we need to slip stitch into each of the first 2 stitches using the same color that you're working on. And then we're going to slip stitch around the first chain space from the previous round so that we begin our next round in the corner. I already have this yarn because I'm using some scrap yarn left over. It's already actually the perfect size. So I really don't need to fasten off, but it is pretty long. We're going to do a color change. However you prefer to do a color change, you can. I'm going to go ahead and just give this a little snip here, fasten it off to make it a little shorter. I prefer to just fasten off the yarn I'm working on with each color change. So I have fastened that off. I'm going to pick up color number 2 and make a starting loop. Go ahead and get that onto your hook and pull it through the loop for the color we want to change out of, and now we are ready to begin round 2. So keeping in mind that our chain 3, we're going to start each round with a chain 3, which counts as a double crochet stitch. So chain 3, and then around the same chain space here in the first corner of our square, we're going to work our corner. So we're working, this round is going to be all corners. So we're going to work 2 double crochets because the chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So technically it's 3. So go ahead and work your 2 double crochet stitches. That's one, and work another one. Chain 1, work another 3 double crochets in that around that very same chain space. Each corner is always going to be 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. And 3. Now we're going to chain 1 and then go over to the next chain space from the previous round to work our next corner. So 3 double crochets. Chain 1 and another 3 double crochets around the same space. And you're just going to repeat this 2 more times. So you're going to chain 1, go over to that next space, work your 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. And you'll do the same thing for the last corner, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, and then come back. And here we are at the end of that round, and of course I'm just finishing off my last double crochet to remind you to chain 1 before you close the round with your slip stitch in the top of the chain 3. So go ahead and find the top of that chain 3, close the round with your slip stitch, and we want to prepare, round 2, and we are preparing for round 3. So remembering we want to begin from the corner, so let's slip stitch into each of those first 2 stitches and then around that chain space. So slip stitch in the first, slip stitch into the second, and slip stitch around the chain space in the corner. We're going to go ahead and switch back to color number 1 to begin round 3. Now, as your rounds grow, you will notice the spaces between the corners are going to grow as well. So this next round is a little bit different than the one we just worked on because we're not only doing corners, we're now building the length of the sides of our squares. So go ahead and make your starting loop with your next color if you're going right back to your color one, or maybe you're using a third color. Even if you're making the same, I've made granny squares where the whole thing is one solid color. That's okay too, of course. All right, go ahead and let's get ready to do our chain 3 to start round 3. So work your chain 3, which counts as your first double crochet for this round. And we're working our corner. We're beginning in a corner. Sorry, I'm just giving a little tug on the tail ends here to keep all of my yarn tighter. We're going to work 2 double crochets around that same chain space. Chain 1, and work 3 more double crochets around the same chain space to form corner 1 for this round. Okay. There you go. You can see the corner taking a nice shape there. We're going to chain 1. Now we're working on our first side. The chain spaces between the 2 corners, you're going to work one of the double crochet clusters. So we're just working our 3 double crochets. So each crochet cluster is 3 double crochets. So we're going to work our 3 double crochets here around the chain space at the side. We're going to chain 1, and we're working our way over here to the next corner, which, as you know by now, is 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. Okay, and now we're just going to continue on after corner 2. So you can see it's one set of the 3 double crochets in the sides and then our 2 sets of 3 double crochets in the corners separated with our chain 1. And you're just going to continue all the way around, close with your slip stitch, and then come back. Okay, so here we are. We have finished round 3, and you're just going to continue on this way. So you're going to be working, of course, your slip stitches in each of the first 2 and then around the chain space. And you'll continue on this way. So you're always going to be beginning in a corner. You'll chain 3, work 2 double crochets, chain 1, another 3 double crochets, and then chain 1. In the spaces that are between, that's going to grow with each round. So now you have 2 spaces between the corners. And so always around the chain spaces that are between the corners, you're going to be working only the 3 double crochets. In the corners, you're going to be working your 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. So you can keep on going, keep on building for however large you want the granny square to be. I'm done here for this video. So I've fastened off my yarn, and I'll show you how we're going to weave in those tail ends, unless of course you have a different way of color changing and you've been doing it as you're going. So pull up that tail end there to secure your work. Grab your tapestry needle, and we're just going to grab a tail end and thread it into our tapestry needle. You will just weave the tail ends in and out of stitches through your work, of course, always matching the colors so it's not, standing out and showing through. And you're just going to push your yarn needle into a few of the stitches at the back of your work. And there's no real rhyme or reason. You just want to make sure that you're just securing those tail ends. And you'll continue on doing that with all of the tail ends that you have left over throughout your work. Fasten them off. And the granny square patterns, I do have a number of granny square patterns. I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial. And if you would like some project ideas, perhaps you were just looking how to make a granny square and now you want to get started on some projects, I have included a link in the description below that has a number of granny square patterns I've been working on. And of course, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you get updates and notifications whenever I do add new video tutorials and new patterns.